In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful, we the humans are found looking for the sport, looking for our allies, almost all the time. Maybe because we are weak. Maybe we keep losing our strength with the passage of time. We become more and more and more dependent upon other people. We seek psychological, moral, material support, practical support. But the trouble is that so often we fail to get that. Whatever we were desirous of getting, we attach our hope with someone else, but with the passage of time, we come to realize that this person upon whom I depended heavily is not that much reliable person at all. Dear friends and fellows, we consume huge amount of resources upon our children, upon our offsprings, upon our family members. Here too, when the children are no more dependent upon us, and the parents become dependent upon their children up to an extent, or great extent, even these children for whom we do consume the whole of our life does not prove quite an allegiant person to us, does not behave us the way we wanted to be behaved, does not treat us the way we wanted to be treated by our children, by our grown up children. Not necessarily in each and every case, but in many, many, many of the cases. Why did I bring the children here? Because if at all these people too does not come up to our expectations so often, so frequently, how come the other people will do? So a human being feels helpless. As long as a person is having enough resources, health, then there are plenty of people. It seems that they are ready to support us if the time arrives. But once we become weak, all of these resources, all of these people become more and more alienated, detached. They don't remain relevant, much, much relevant. They don't care much about us. So, for that reason, I think that we need to look towards the sport. We need to try to find a sport which is actually heavily reliable, dependable, dependable. But we do have to qualify for it. We do have to qualify for it. How can we? How can we do that? How can we do that? And what is that force actually? Dear friends, the force is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We should try to, we need to prove, we need to become allegiant to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to become an obedient creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is how we can qualify for that. Once we are reliant that much upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we don't expect much from the people, from the human being. Although we are nice to them, we are slightly kind hearted toward those people, toward the people around us, especially toward the needy people. We don't have to expect from any human being. Although Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does send whatever Allah wanted to give us, want to give us through the human being. This human being who conveys the support to us, help to us, could be an acquaintance, could be a friend, could be a stranger, could be even an enemy. It's only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows how to convey the help which is meant for us. We do have to become allegiant, obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Neither we do have to obey, comply the societal demands, nor we do have to follow our own impulses or cravings, our greed, our fear, none of those things at all. None of those things at all. We do have to rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Because all the people combined cannot do what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can. All of these are creatures and mortals. All of these people themselves are very weak. They are not strong human being at all. And even the so-called strong human being, the so-called strong human being, who are very resourceful, who are very influential, who are very powerful, even these people are very weak people. Not to talk about the other people, not to talk about that. Why? Because these people too are facing lots of troubles and problems which they are unable to communicate to us. On the one hand, there are people who are stronger than them and not sincere to them, and then there are plenty of internal problems, internal, where others cannot do anything else at all. Health problem is very common, very common. Not only amongst the poor, not only amongst the commoners, even amongst the rich people, even amongst the powerful people. Disease is very common. health problems. Not only the health problem, the life in itself is very uncertain. It could end at any time. It could end at any time. It's not forever, not forever. Anybody who died recently, who died even today, has not yet been buried. Has not yet been buried. This person was very rich and famous, influential and powerful. Now, even the poorest of poors will never like to change oneself with that particular person, with that rich and famous person. So, what does it show actually? That life is the most precious thing, not the power, not the resources. The biggest gift of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is life. And then the second biggest are equally important is our health. I think we need to keep supplicating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the time. We need to keep supplicating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for all the time. Whatever pains and troubles we are facing, we can seek forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We can seek the emancipation from these from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Whatever troubles other people are facing, but we have been safe from it. Again, we need to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to supplicate, we need to be thankful, we need to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for whatever we are possessing, whatever blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala we have been availing, we have been using, we have been benefiting from. I believe there are enough number of people who are more powerful, who are more troubled than we ourselves are. So for that reason, we need to become thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We do possess many of more things compared to many other people. Again, we need to be grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala here. Right or wrong? Very right. Very right. It is as simple as this one. Get connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Stay connected to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Rely upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because this is the biggest ever force. This is the biggest ever force we can rely upon. And it's highly, absolutely reliable. Simply, we do have to take out all the other allegiances. We do have to take out all the other allegiances from our mind, and we do have to become allegiant to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone by doing this thing. Let me tell you, we don't even have to obey our own nafs. We don't even have to obey our own impulses. We don't have to even obey our greed, excessive amount of greed. We need to take ourselves out of all that. We need to prostrate to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we need to become an allegiant creature, an allegiant human being of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The things will start changing, will keep changing, will keep improving. Thank you.